Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Halftime Oranges podcast. I'm back with myself and my boy, Mr. J. What's good?
I'm all good, how you doing?
Good, my guy. How's everything been?
Yeah, not bad. Sad that final out the
Yeah,
Champions League,
let's talk about that first, really quick. Champions League finished. If you checked our initial video, we didn't unfortunately get a chance to talk about the second leg predictions, but it didn't matter in the end. Quick run through. City Bayern first leg, you did get smashed.
Yep.
You got smoked. I did call it. Yeah, you didn't offer much actually. Didn't offer much in the first leg. The second leg, you believe that you get something back because you've been in that position before and were adamant that you could at least get a win. Didn't turn out that way. Talk to us, what happened?
Fucking Upamecano had a mare. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He was atrocious both games. His worst games I've ever seen, like at all. What else?
And people judge plays on the big stage such as the Champions League. So right now his stock value has gone. It's plummeted really.
What else? Tuchel got it wrong. First game, I don't know why he played Musiala instead of Muller. Like Musiala is good, but he doesn't really play as the 10. He's been good out wide. Muller's the big game player. He has to play, and it just shows that we've got no fucking striker. So I'm hoping the board will get into action now.
Well, they've acknowledged that. Oliver Kahn came back and stuff.
Well, he's sacked now, so he's gone.
Oh, he's gone?
Yeah,
it's confirmed?
Yeah. Oliver Kahn's gone. Salihamidzic looks safe.
Why is he gone?
Gone.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the main driving factors about getting rid of Nagelsmann and...
Even the board themselves have come out and said that we still back the decision to keep. Not to get rid of Nagelsmann.
But he's lost all support with him. So yeah, he's gone. I wonder who our next CEO will be. It's rumoured that Uli Hoeneß could come back, but I don't want him. Like, let him stay in retirement. You know, get someone new in. There's no point going back to an 80-year-old, right? But yeah. So many issues. Goretzka was poor. The tactics were wrong. We had to go for it that second leg, and
it didn't look like he did though.
We just created nothing. Gnabry's since that Champions League winning season, he's fallen off a cliff. He's bad. He'd be rumoured to be sold as well.
Wouldn't mind him. If he's going to be sold, imagine you have Gnabry and Slack on the right. Obviously, you can alternate between the two, and you have two different kind of wingers there. One on the right, one on the left, cuts inside. Be perfect. That would really kickstart our season next season.
Honestly, like Sané is going to stay. Coman's going to stay. Coman showed his quality both legs. Mane's looks certain to leave now.
It's very clear he's going. That bus stop was.
I don't know where the fuck he's going to go, but whatever. And the thing is, he's got 2 more years on his contract, and each year is 20 million we're paying him. So
I don't think anyone's going to buy that. That's going to be a tough one to sell.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You have to sell for cheap for one. And
no, we'll sell for cheap. That's not the issue.
At the same time, he's not going to want a contract that's worth less.
No, he will.
You think? You go for someone.
All of them do. All of them will. That's it. Their career. They have to.
Okay. On the other side, you've got Madrid comfortably knocking out Chelsea. Inevitable.
Yeah.
I think that was clear.
And
crazy enough, that wasn't Madrid at their best. Benzema wasn't performing. Vinny wasn't on par.
I actually think that was Lampard's doing. To be honest, I think his tactics.
Yeah, the second leg, he played 5 midfielders. No,
6 really, didn't he?
Yeah, if you can include one of Kai Havertz, nothing width-wise, nothing to attack them on their fullbacks. Still had the likes of Mudryk, Felix also on the bench. It was poor management, to be honest. When you're chasing the game, you really chase it. And
he should have. Again, he has to go for it, but not enough in it.
Real Madrid have more goals in England than Chelsea does this year.
It's stupid. They're actually such a shit club.
Bad. I'm loving every bit of the downfall. I'm not gonna try and hide it. I love it. Other side of the bracket, you had let's go Inter Milan, Benfica first. You were sure Benfica were gonna go through. You were sure they were gonna be. It didn't surprise me. I said Inter were gonna win. I knew it. No doubt.
Yeah, Benfica.
Second leg was more entertaining. If only that was the first leg, 3-3.
Roger Schmidt's team. He's proven how good of a manager he is. I'm glad for him. and yeah, it just didn't go their way. Yeah.
Didn't know. Then in the other one, he had AC Milan taking out Napoli. That one shocked me. I'm a Milan guy. I love AC Milan, but look, I was backing Napoli purely because I was so sure they'd actually go and win it. But complacency has played a key. You've seen him in the league. They did get smashed by AC Milan in the league at home 4-0.
I don't think it's complacency. I think they're just
You
running out of steam.
No, I think complacency because of where they are in the league. I think they know
necessarily.
in themselves that they
And
won
in
the
this
league.
Milan
They're
game, they had a
16th,
few,
but I don't know what it is now.
players out, right?
Yeah.
Mario Rui got injured, then.
I do think it's something to do slightly. I think experience does play a factor. If you look at Arsenal, for example, we're not really in this position usually. It's very. I can't remember the last time we're in this position, and you've seen in the last 2 games how we have bottled it 2-0 up, both games against West Ham and Liverpool, and we went on to draw the game. Napoli.
I think that's more complacency, to be honest.
Napoli, similar situation. They're flying in the league, top of the league. They haven't been there. As far as I've been watching Serie A, I've never seen them in this position. They've always been battling for the top 4.
Yeah.
Top 3 back in the day when only the first 3 would go through to the Champions League. But now they're first. It's been a long while since this has happened, and I think experience would have helped them push through and probably even beat AC Milan in the Champions League.
No, I think experience is overrated. I think they're running out of steam. Osman.
He did score. He did score.
Yeah.
He did get a goal. I think it was just 2 or 3 that they scored in the 90+ minute.
Lobotka was not in this match.
Even I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me. Kvaratskhelia. I got it. Oh, close. Mr. Penn. A lot of big players missed the pen this week. Saka, Mr. Penn. Kvaratskhelia, Mr. Penn. Haaland, Mr. Penn. Salah missed a pen a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's been an epidemic of missing pens.
But not Kimmich.
Not Kimmich. Yeah, he got one straight down the middle. So the semis have been set up. You have the Milan derby.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm really excited for that one. What do you think? I think it'll be really tight. I don't think anyone's gonna fly away
I
with it.
honestly can't call it.
I'm just gonna go with AC bias. Rafael Leao, by the way,
He's quite
he's been showing yet again why he's up there.
Yeah, he's so good.
That run for the Giroud goal, amazing.
Yeah. I honestly, it's too hard to call. I'm gonna back Milan.
Yep.
So let's see what happens. I suppose.
On the other side, you have Real Madrid versus Man City.
Anyone but Real.
Take off your bias cap, right? Like your hatred for Madrid.
Okay.
And look at it rationally.
Rationally, City.
Why?
They've got a better team all round.
It doesn't matter.
It does. That's rationale.
You said before you played City that you had the better team and you were going to beat them.
I didn't say that.
You believe you were going to knock them out?
I said we can.
Okay. Can Madrid not?
Well, anyone can, right?
Okay.
Fucking if Shakhtar's there,
What chance would
can.
what chance would you give Madrid?
I don't know, maybe 30%.
What would you base that on? I would base it on the likes of Vini and Benzema turning up. Modric's
No,
fine.
they've got a good
let's
team.
Deep it. They
Let's
also
not-
have a really good defense as well.
Yeah.
Camavinga at left back.
anyway.
Camavinga at left back has been superb. Generational talent. He really is.
But Carvajal's been poor.
He has been poor. Even Madrid fans will tell you that they despise him at the moment. They
Not
appreciate what he's
back.
done, but he's not a true left back. But he's made that role into his own.
Yeah, so that's that. Let's see, they've got no weak points, especially with Guardiola.
The only weak point I've been saying the only weak point, although they don't really show it that much, is their width in terms of pace.
Yeah, but they've shown
I think
they
if
don't
you,
need it.
that's what I mean. They've shown they don't need it. So if you are going to, I guess, expose it, that's one way you could do it with the likes of Vini, with the likes of Fede as well. Superb. Rodrigo. These are the players you need to utilise if you're going to really give it to City.
It'll be interesting to see if Carl Walker plays. I don't think he will. I think Pep should and will stick with his
Back three.
4 centre-back system.
Yeah. With Stones at the DM.
Well,
That's what
it
he's doing at the
depends.
moment.
It changes, right? It's a fluid formation. So
I haven't seen it change in a while. It's been the back three. Ake,
It's
Diaz,
not a back three.
and,
That's how it is.
when it starts, when the
It's not a back three. I'll tell you what happens. got your 4 centre backs. You got Akanji on the right, Ake on the left, and Diaz and Stones and 2 centre backs.
Okay, yeah.
That's out of possession. When you're in possession, you'll see Stones come alongside Rodri, and then they play a right back, centre back, and left back. Because they do that to cover the space, and then Stones out of possession will drop back into centre back. So it's not a true back 3, but it works wonders.
Yeah.
They got no weak points. Like as you saw against Bayern, they were happy to see possession for the first time ever.
Didn't mean the most of it.
They did. They had so many counter attacks with just literally play through to Haaland, even Grealish.
No, I was not buying when they were got the ball.
Yeah. But Grealish quality.
Yeah.
Amazing ball carrier, and then
It's
they've
fine.
got Haaland
He's showing
playing.
why. He's showing his price tag now. Took him to after the World Cup to show so, but
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you're
but
predicting a City Milan final.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Any chance for the underdogs?
I think there are any underdogs in this, but sure.
Really? I looked at the percentages. They predicted AC Milan a 7% chance of winning it.
The whole. Oh, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
No, I think. Yeah, look, there's a chance. I do have a feeling one of the Milan sides will win it.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not back to City.
No, I think City are favourites.
Yes.
But I just have this feeling inside of me that like Milan are going to win.
Final touch on the Champions League. Would it be failure for Pep Guardiola
No.
to win the Champions League this time?
No. Depends how far they get and how they go out
If-
and whatever.
If they were to lose in the final to AC Milan or any Milan,
Again, it depends how they play. If they just fucking dominate,
what would determine a failure then for you?
if they did a Bayern performance basically and provide nothing,
And just collapsed.
it's not even a collapse.
I don't
it's
think
just
pressure.
offer
I wouldn't
nothing.
say pressure would get to them because they have been in this position before. Albeit they did lose. It was only 2 years ago they were in the Champions League final against Chelsea, and I don't know if it was pressure then
No, it wasn't.
because they should have won that game.
It was tactical. There wasn't pressure.
So Tuchel out there.
Well, you saw Guardiola decided not to play a defensive midfielder for whatever reason in that final.
Yep.
They had no striker as well. It's just tactically it was just wrong. I don't know, like
He overthought it. That's what Pep's seen. That's what everyone says when it comes to Pep losing these kind of games. He just overthinks things and overdoes it when he doesn't need to.
yeah.
Because he has the team to keep it simple and go on to win
Well,
anyway.
he just played the team that's winning. I don't know why. Like that final, why would you not play a DM? It just does not make sense. But whatever.
It is what it is. So yeah, let's get on to the main topic of this this video. EA Sports have kindly released their nominees for the team of the season. So we thought now is the most ideal time to give our opinion and our own team of the season based on what they've released. Ready?
Let's go.
So obviously there have been some controversial picks in your opinion, but we'll get to it when we get there.
Yeah.
Goalkeepers first. 5 have been nominated. Nick Pope from Newcastle, Aaron Ramsdale, Alisson, Bernd Leno, and Kepa Arrizabalaga. Let's go through them real quick because let's not overplay any of these players. Kepa, why is he there?
This is
11th place for Chelsea.
It's because Chelsea have not a bad defence and.
So his defence has bailed him out.
It's not that it's the system, right?
Okay.
However, this is quite appalling that he's in this list. His post-shot expected goals, yes, they are good. However, that doesn't. I'm the first one to tell you stats don't tell the whole story. It does not tell the whole. Yes, because it doesn't tell you how many shots he will fumble or how many crosses he will fail to claim.
Mm-hmm.
Just that one that screams to me is that one where Grealish plays it across the 6-yard box.
I think I know what you're talking about. He let it roll.
He
past.
let it roll,
let it roll.
and it was like, that's not going to show up on the stats, but that's your ball. You have to claim that. It's literally 3 feet from you, and you just let it go.
Yeah,
That's what stats don't show. He just does not claim anything.
I think it's really hard to justify any Chelsea players in this list.
It's
season,
ridiculous.
I really can't. But Leno, I think he's had a really good
He's
season.
had a very good
for them.
season.
I think he's shown what he can do because when he did get out-favoured by the likes of Emi, because he was, and then out-favoured by Aaron Ramsdale, it looked like, from an outside perspective, it looked like he's dropped off. He's gone to Fulham now. He kept them in the European running for the spots. Unfortunately, I think the whole team, like Mitrovic, has their own stuff to play for. They let themselves down really. But Bertrand is one person who can hold his head up and say, "I've had a good season. I've done what I could for this team."
Yeah, like I feel sorry for him. I think he should be playing for a much higher level team.
I agree.
But yeah, he's in the top 2% for post-shot expected goals. He's got a save percentage of 77%, which is again good.
And he's been up against some quality shots as well.
Yeah.
He's been up against them, and he's done well to keep them out. Alisson, for me, I've said it for a while now. I believe he is the best keeper in the league. Whether it was this season or in general, I think he's the best.
It's hard to argue against it. Yeah. I think it's just him.
I think he's one of the reasons Liverpool are where they are now. Could have been worse.
Yeah. He's
Because
got.
defensively, Liverpool have been poor.
Yeah, but he's good with his feet. He's very good one-on-one.
Distribution is the best as well.
Exactly.
He can get assists. He was one of the only few keepers I've seen get assists. He doesn't just hit and hope. It's really good picking out. And he always managed to find the likes of Salah, who would just run on, beat his defender, finish it. Did that against United. It's what he does. Aaron Ramsdale, my boy. I know you don't like him, but he's shown this season that he's a quality keeper.
He's good.
I think he's a quality keeper. Against Liverpool recently, kept us in the game. If not for him, we lose that game. And like we talked about last time, I said it was a point game rather than 2 points was because of his performance. He has equalled the number of clean sheets this season, along with the next player we'll mention. But obviously that doesn't tell the whole story. That can easily be placed on the quality of the defence.
And the system as a
And
whole.
the system, of course, yeah. Distribution, I think, is good.
Yeah.
Reaction save, I think, is good. What do you say? Positioning as well, I think this season has improved.
I think his positioning's average. And that's not a bad thing, it's just, average. One of my biggest things is his inability to hold the ball. He will make a relatively routine save seem
such an agenda, man. He doesn't always do.
He does.
When was the last time you saw an acrobatic, flashy save?
Last game.
Against who?
The last game against Liverpool.
Which one?
Well, I don't know how to answer that question. What
I think you just argued to argue that.
There's not. He literally does not hold the ball.
Sometimes you can't hold the ball. Sometimes it's actually much more safer to just carry and push it wide. As a keeper, you know yourself.
Yes, I understand that.
Sometimes more dangerous to try and catch it, because if you fumble it, everyone's going to be on your case. Why didn't you punch it? Why did you risk catching it? It's obviously going to roll out of your hands. The strikers are going to get in goal.
Okay, fine. I'm saying an elite keeper catches those. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you don't have the ability, fine. That's fine. But it's a lack of ability. It's not anything else.
I think you're being way too harsh.
His save percentage isn't that high. 70%.
All right.
Which is the 40th percentile compared to other Premier League goalkeepers. Post-shot expected goals of almost 0, which is 58th percentile. Again, very average.
Okay. Do you think he at least deserves to be in this list?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's go on to the next one, the last one. Nick Pope. Newcastle have had the best defence in the league.
Yes.
They've conceded the least goals in the league. Like I said, he's equalled Aaron Ramsdale, I think 13 clean sheets this season together.
I'm not sure exactly, but yeah.
Pretty
His only downfall is his distribution, but he's obviously a big lad. He's got a post-shot expected goals of +1.
Yep.
Plus 0.1, sorry. Puts him in the 80th percentile, which is good. Save percentage of 79%.
Really good. That's really good.
Top 5%.
Yep.
Claims a lot of his crosses. His only weakness is his distribution, but in this Newcastle system, he doesn't have to. It works for him. Yeah, he's in a good position.
Alright, before we agree on who we're going to put in, any honourable mentions? Let's pick one honourable mention. For me, I would put. Would you say if Emery wasn't here, would you have still said Emery Martinez? So it's Emery who's improved his game. Because remember, after
It's
the World
not
Cup,
just it's not improving his game. It's about
Emery
has
did talk.
fixed the system.
Emery did talk about him individually once upon a time after the World Cup. Talked about his performance, his attitude, his behaviour. What's changed since? Have you seen something different in Emery? His attitude and behaviour.
Yeah,
and his mannerisms. He's more down to earth. He's more humble with his game.
Yeah, he's a lot
and
less of a cunt.
And has he improved because of that?
Yeah, potentially. I think that's played a factor, but again, I think the most important factor with all goalkeepers is the system of the team. If the team is set up, not just the back line, but the whole team defensively, if it is good, then their stats are going to improve. And I don't think there's actually any other standout goalkeepers in the league. Really.
My honourable mention is Ray. Brentford.
Yeah, but their defence is again is not.
But their defence has been poor. But he's
There
the
you
one
go.
who's stand out. He's got a lot of saves this season as well.
Yeah.
He's had to pull off a lot of very incredible saves. The 3-3 against Brighton, I think he was the man of the match. If not for him, Brighton would have run away with it, I think. Of course, you're going to leak goals when you don't have that much of a good defence. And that I think was Brentford's Achilles heel this season. They should have got in European football for next season. I think they have the quality up front in the likes of Ivan Toney and Mbeumo. They have a good midfield. But the likes of the defence, including Ben Mee, have not been performing.
That's the issue.
Yeah. We'll see what Thomas Frank does in the summer. I hope the best of them. I like Brentford.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go into the defence.
So who are we going for?
Oh, damn, yeah. Okay, I am going for Nick Pope.
I agree.
Yeah? Nick Pope. Cool. Well, we have found one thing to agree on. It's going to get a little tricky. So let's go with the defence. Do we agree in a back four?
4-3 formation.
4-3-3 formation.
Sure.
Yeah? So how do you want to do it? Do you want to go left back, 2 centre backs, right back?
That's not how.
I know they don't usually do that, but
works.
how do you
I
want to
just
do it?
say out of the list, we'll just choose 4.
Okay, fine. Let's do that. Okay.
Because that's what I was going to do.
Let's go for the ones who. Okay, surprisingly, Ben Mee has been nominated after I just said that I don't think he's had the best season. He's in it.
It's good. Brentford are doing decent.
They want to give something to Brentford.
Sure, he's a player.
Yeah.
He's not bad. Don't
think
get
he's
me
bad,
wrong.
but I wouldn't put him in the English squad, for example. He's not one of the players I say, you know what, Ben Mee needs to be in there. I think there are many more better English players in the Premier League to play centre back. One of them plays for AC Milan and to this day won't be picked.
That's ridiculous. If he wins the Champions League and
still doesn't get it, then you know there's something going on. There's some form of favouritism or there's
we know that already.
There's something upstairs telling Gareth, no, I don't want tomorrow in this team.
It's ridiculous.
It doesn't make any sense. Christian Romero, I don't know why he's here. I think he's one of the most rash.
Pre-World Cup, he was good.
I think in the World Cup itself he was good. But
pre-World Cup he was good.
I think he's been really rash this season as well. Poor discipline.
Yeah,
bad, really bad.
That is true.
He's not smart. He's not an intelligent defender. Strong and aggressive, I like that in a defender. But you also need to be really smart.
He's too reckless.
Yeah, too reckless. And he's been detriment to Spurs this season. Of all the players at Spurs, I think he's cost them the most points. Would you agree?
No, I don't think so.
He's got a few red cards under his belt, which has cost them when it didn't need to. The most recent one, I can't remember. I think it was the Champions. No, it was a Premier League game. I think he did get one against City as well.
Everyone at Spurs has been bad bar one, so there's nothing really to say.
I mean, people do say that, right? Quickly on Spurs. They are in the top 4 hunt, which is something that they were expected to do this season. So for people to really bash them, okay, recently it's not been good and their football has been poor under Conte, but they've still kept the running. They're still there. They're still in the talking for the 4th spot. So what's the agenda really?
Because the performances have not been at the level. If it's not just about being defensive, it's about not creating chances, being so leaky. There's nothing good about the football. It's horrendous. That's why he had to go, along with what you said, obviously. But yeah, the squad is just not well built at all. Really, there's a lot of holes in it. A lot of aging players. Luis.
They do spend. It's not like Levy doesn't spend money to try and improve this team. He does.
It's been
I don't know if it's his players or it's the manager's players. I think from Conte's regime, it's been a mix of both.
Yep.
I think so. He is backed. Any manager who goes in there will be backed. But why are there so many holes?
It's just weird that they just didn't back Poch like
I
this.
mean, I think if you look at Son, for example, had he found his form from last season to this season, I don't think they would have been in this position. I think potentially.
Yeah, it would have been a get out of jail free card, but it still would have been bad.
Okay. Let's keep going. Let's move on to Manchester United players that have come on here. Luke Shaw. I think he's had a spell.
I think it's a worthy shout.
I think it's a worthy shout because of the spell he had before World Cup. Nothing great. After the World Cup, he popped. He did really well. Being touted as the best left back in the league for a while.
Not for me, but
not for me either. And there was a time when United were in the title race. Yeah, and Luke Shaw during that period was doing really well, getting assists to his game, defensively sound, even at some point replacing Harry Maguire at centre back.
Yep.
You know, and how you had these United fans telling me that he was better than Gabriel. You disgust me. How dare you? But recently dropped off hard, and he's currently injured.
Yeah, the team's going through
dropped
a bit of a
really hard.
The team's going through a bit of a rough patch right now.
Is it a rough patch? Or is it something that we always knew? It's just the likes of Rashford was getting the manager.
Well, obviously Rashford's broken down right now.
We'll come to it.
Lisandro Martinez, Varane out. Yeah, I think.
I think it's right to have nominated him. I don't really have that much of an issue because if you do well for a certain period in the league, you will be touted as one of the best or a reason to be nominated for. But for me, I'm not putting him in.
No.
I'm not going to put him. I don't think he's been good enough longevity-wise this season. You then have his partner, Lisandro Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of this season, it was rough. He got peppered 4-0 from Brentford, remember?
Yep.
I think him being partnered with the likes of Varane has helped his game.
I just think he settled into the league, to be honest.
He settled in nicely. Had a good World Cup. No, he didn't even play in the World Cup. What am I talking about? He wasn't even in the team. He was benched most of the time, wasn't he? After the World Cup, again, during that spell when United were in the run-in for the title, really good, and then dropped off really hard. I don't know if it's the aggressiveness, cardio of the league, because it's really, really demanding. And I think his United just caught up with him. Because he has dropped off and he's now injured.
Yeah, it's not a muscular injury though, so it's not through lack of fitness or anything like that. It's a fracture. So I think just he needed a bit of time to adjust, and I think he has. He wins a lot in the air, surprising for his height. His passing range is good. He's composed. He's aggressive, tenacious. I think he's been a quality signing, and I'm very happy that he's proved everyone wrong that he can't play.
I won't lie. I have a feeling he's going to drop off hard next season. I don't think he'll get better. I think he'll drop off hard next season. And his physique is going to be detriment to his game. I think the likes of Varane next to him has helped him, but when he had the likes of Maguire next to him, I think he was exposed more.
Well, so it was the same last season with Varane and Maguire. They both are bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just Maguire's poor.
Yeah, we saw that last night. Quickly, did you see? Again, we're talking about Sevilla United with 3-0. The first goal in particular, whose fault was it?
Maguire's fault.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think it's more De Gea's fault.
Not.
Let me explain to you why. As a keeper, you can scan the game, right? You can see what's around. I know Maguire did ask for the ball, but as a keeper, you need to use your head and see. Look, there are 3 Sevilla attackers surrounding you right now. Me giving you the ball puts you under pressure. You have to make a split decision. You don't have time to take a touch. You didn't have time. A quality defender could have turned, tricked the attackers, and maybe drove and transitioned it into attack. But you know how Maguire is a defender. Doesn't have.
There were 2 things.
So as a keeper, would you not look at it and say, "I know you as a player. I know what you can do. You're not good enough to keep the ball under this kind of pressure. I'm not passing you the ball."
No, the thing is, you got to look at everything. Wan-Bissaka was marked out for that position, and so was Dallo, I believe, on the left. So the only short option was Maguire.
And clear your lines. Hoof it. That's always an option.
It is, but I think Maguire had enough time to either turn and lay it off quickly, or he could have simply passed it immediately back to De Gea.
Mhm.
I think De Gea, I don't really think it's his fault about giving Maguire the ball.
Does he hold any accountability though? Any?
I think the only little criticism you can have of De Gea is the ball to Maguire was a little slow.
Okay.
If you look at it, if it was quicker, it would have given Maguire another half second or even a full second to turn and do whatever the fuck he wants with it, right?
Okay.
But it was a bit slow on the ball, which, you know, loses time for Maguire, and then it's Maguire's fault. I don't understand people saying it's De Gea.
Moving on. Let's go on to Thiago Silva for Chelsea. Now, Chelsea this season actually surprisingly have not conceded that many goals. Their issue is just scoring goals, which no manager has been able to do for them. They brought in Aubameyang, haven't used him, decided not to play. I can't remember the last game he had, honestly. I feel for the guy. I think he's had an appalling end to his career.
Yeah,
looking like it.
He's done.
It's after, because he will leave in summer. He will leave. Who's gonna buy him? I think they're gonna terminate his contract. Just let it go. I think they have enough money to do that anyway. Defensively, like I said, he's been good. Thiago Silva has been the standing defender for them. You look around him, I think he's been surrounded by crap as well.
Yep.
I think left back Cucurella, 60 million, shocking. He's the standout. And you saw when he got injured, how much more they declined and more goals they conceded. What do you think? Right to be on this list?
Yeah,
I think
so.
also quickly, I think in general he's the best centre back in the Premier League. Overall to his game. To his game, I think he's the best.
Potentially, I wouldn't be angry with that. I think he's been let down by the side he's in.
Yep. He himself hasn't come out and said that it's the system. We need to stop talking about the manager. We need to talk about ourselves.
And I'm pleased that he has said that.
Yeah, he's come out and said it himself. As a leader, as a captain, don't blame the manager. Don't blame the managers. Don't look upstairs. Look at us as a team.
But look, he's class, isn't he? No real weakness to his game.
No.
Okay, you can point to his lack of pace, but his position
He's compensated
so
for
good.
that. If you lack
His
pace, you're going to
intelligence.
compensate with something. He's done that.
Yeah, there's no fault to his game. I'm sad that he's in such a shit team, but yeah.
What a way to go. Let's go into higher up the league table in Newcastle United. They've nominated 2 players. Sven Botman, who for me, I think he gets in. I think he's been superb. I think what a signing for Newcastle. I didn't hear anything of him prior, didn't know much about him. He's come in and he's been part of a team that's kept the best defensive record in the league. And alongside him, you have Kieran Trippier, a different role as a right back, adds a lot more assists to his game. He's come back from a team that's won a title, La Liga with Atletico Madrid, and he's kept it up.
Yeah.
I have no issue with him being there. For me, Kieran Trippier also gets in.
Botman, I knew he was going to do well. He'd been good at Ajax and then at Lille. He's known for his passing ability in particular. And they bought him for,
30 million? 35?
30 million, yeah. It's quite a hefty fee.
That's proven as well.
I thought he might struggle physically because he is a bit lightweight, but he looks good again. That's probably part of the system because they are very good defensively there. But yeah, he's been good. I think Kieran Trippier is class. He's a leader. His passing ability is so good. Astute defensively,
and Isaac being fit has helped him out as well.
He has someone to pin.
Exactly, yeah. When you have that kind of striker, it's a player of his caliber's dream to give it to someone up there. He's going to finish it for you.
But he's got 0.2 assists per 90, so 1 in every 5, decent.
Yep, for a fullback, yeah.
Yeah. Shot creating actions 4.8,
Incredible.
top 1%.
That's really good.
Progressive passes again 6.6. You know, top 5% again. He's elite. He's not even weak aerially, winning 1.47
Shows his
aerials
strength.
again.
Hey, like Martin has shown as well, you don't really need height to win aerial duels. You just need to want it more and have a bit of strength. Just going to Man City, who surprisingly only has one.
This
nominee,
is ridiculous, by the
only
way.
one nominee, and that being someone I wouldn't have personally nominated, but they have in Ruben Diaz. The reason I personally wouldn't have nominated him, I know he's a.
I would have
defender.
nominated him.
He's a
that way.
phenomenal defender. He's shown how good he is. He's really good. The issue is that with Man City, they love to rotate. He hasn't played that many.
He's played
started
19. He started 19 games.
There you go.
Stones, for example, 17.
And you know what I mean. And he has been injured quite a bit this season as well. Let's not forget. But let's go on quality.
He's very good. He's strong. He's intelligent. That block against Musiala in the first leg,
Ah, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
when it was in still 0-0. Class. Good passing range. Leader.
Yeah.
You can't ask for much more really. But he is not the top 2 Man City defenders.
Exactly. Yeah, I completely agree. Let's go on to the final 2. My boys, Gabriel and William Saliba.
Yeah.
So, for me, Gabriel this season has been our best defender. I think he's been consistent. I think he's shown how strong he is, how smart he is. His distribution has improved as well. With William Saliba, I think he's really good. He's really, really good.
Yeah.
I think he's the best under 21 defender in the world. I don't think anyone comes close, personally. I know you're gonna say Delict. I wouldn't fight you about it. I get it. He's shown how much we've missed him. Since he's been injured, Rob Holding coming in, you've seen what's happened.
Yeah.
Everyone is targeting Rob Holding because they know what kind of player he is. He's not one to be composed. He's not one to start an attack. He's not one to pass the ball between the lines like William Saliba can. And anytime Holding gets the ball, you know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
If you can't find the pass, he's just going to hoof it and the team will come back again with another wave of attack. He's shown his physique, his pace. For a 21-year-old, he's quite smart actually. He's really intelligent when to go in, when not to. He's fed up against the likes of Zaha. He's gone up against the likes. I don't think he had a chance to go up against Haaland that much.
No.
And I really want to see that fight because I think that's going to be one of the best you'll see in a long while. What do you think?
Both your centre backs are quality, and they form a really good partnership.
I've forgotten what player will come to me.
I don't really have an opinion on which one is better than the other, to be honest.
Interesting.
I think they're, especially this season, I think they're both.
At Bayern, who would you take? If you had to pick one, who would you take? I think there's one.
Probably Saliba.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Upamecano.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Who would I replace?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd give it over Upamecano.
And put Saliba. What foot is they like? I don't know how Bayern.
They're all right-footed.
So you don't have that left foot, left centre back, right foot, right centre back.
We don't care about that because it's stupid. But when Hernandez is fit, then yeah, he's the left centre back, and he's
Finally, Zinchenko. I think. Let me go back his weakness first. His number one weakness is one-on-one defending. Poor. I don't think it's good enough. I think he showed against Liverpool that he cost us the goal. Had he squared up to Trent more, had he decided, you know what, I'm taking you out and I'll take the yellow card, which would have been the smart decision in the end, better. And that's I think what he needs to improve on more. Positives, leader. I love his passion. His technical ability on the ball is superb. His passing range is really good. Driving, really good. Progressively passing the ball, really good. Able to help with the overload in the midfield, fantastic. He's added something to our game, to the system, and I really like it.
So this is where I stand.
Yeah.
We've got our goalkeeper in Pope.
Yeah.
Let's do our back four. We need. Okay.
I think let's agree on. I think. Do you agree on Trippier right back?
Yes.
Do we agree on Gabriel?
This is okay. This is what I'm saying. Trippier is in.
Yes. Okay, put forward all your case. You have three. Put your three in. Put your three, and we'll agree on it afterwards.
Trippier's in.
Okay.
I think Zinchenko's in.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Zinchenko's in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our fullback sorted.
Okay.
The three centre back. I've got three centre backs
Okay. Go
for
on.
2 positions.
Okay. Okay.
I'm happy for you to choose whoever,
Okay.
but it's Saliba, Gabriel,
Okay.
Botman.
I'm gonna take off my bias hat, and I wanna not just make this all about Arsenal. So I want to put. No, screw it. Gabriel and Saliba. If you were to tell me, because Gabriel for me is in, no doubt about it, and if you were to tell me Botman or Saliba, I would go Saliba.
Saliba's got more potential, fine. However, has he had a better season than Botman? Let's put it this way. Fine, Arsenal are top.
You know, I'm going to put Saliba in because we've shown how much we've missed him. And I think the quality is showing that what we've missed.
Both Saliba and Gabriel have made mistakes leading to goals. I can't think of one that Botman's done.
You say that. Are you thinking about the Fulham game with Gabriel?
Gabriel, that one.
He made up for it.
I don't care if he made up for it. He made a mistake.
Okay.
I can't name a single mistake Botman's made.
Okay, in that case, I will put Gabriel. I think he's still been there. He has been injured. He's kept his form. I think he's been the most consistent defender out of Saliba and Gabriel. So I'll put Gabriel, and I'd say Botman in that case.
Sure, 2
Yeah.
Arsenal, 2 Newcastle.
Fine.
Sorted.
Let's go on to the midfield, boys and girls. I want to go bottom to up in terms of the league position. So, furthest bottom is Leicester City player. Can you guess who?
James Maddison.
That's right, James Maddison. He has scored some unbelievable goals this season.
Yeah.
If not for him, the goals would have been a lot less. Jamie Vardy, the likes of, hasn't
He's done.
done much.
He should retire.
Yeah.
Maddison had purple patches throughout the season, but he's not in the three best midfielders in the league. It's
rightly nominated, I think.
Yeah, it's a testament to how good he is. That
how much he's carried the team.
Yeah, exactly.
He has
Leicester have
been
been atrocious.
And they're bottom three for a reason. Brendan Rodgers sacked. They brought in.
I think they're down.
Who did they bring in, man? I keep forgetting the manager that come in. Did they bring someone in yet?
I don't think so.
I'm going to look right now.
But yeah, look, he's for sure going to move on in the summer.
No, they haven't got a manager yet.
Yeah.
Got one. I think they'll get Graham Potter.
No, it depends what happens. If they go down, then no. But yeah,
looking at it,
he's dead on Newcastle next season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a really good shout. Going up the table, Paulinho for Fulham. I think one of the best DMs this season. Top 5. It's a draw. It's not a B. It's not. Oh my God! That's a huge B. Holy moly! That's massive. That is. Yo, that's huge. That's. Yo, no.
Pause your thing.
Nah, let it go. We can just add it to outtakes or something.
Nah, pause it.
I'm not going shit. Jeez, fam. Give me something to hit it with.
No, don't hit it.
Hit it.
No, don't hit it.
Hit it. That is gonna sting you off. Wait, I think it's going out. Go out, just go out. I need to close. I think it's fine now. Quickly jump over and try and close.
Do it.
My legs are too big for this. Oh, brilliant. I've knocked over the mic. Hold this, it's dropping. Okay, it's gone. Jeez, that was a massive spider. Not spider, that's huge. Right, that was fun.
Fucking hell, you're such a wuss.
I don't mess around with that. Alright, where were we? Paulinho. Yeah, I said top 5 DMs in the league. For Fulham.
Wait, stop.
Oh man. I saw something similar happen in. Stop what? No, keep it going. It's
No,
fine.
mine's literally stopped.
Why? He's saying such a wimp. Why did you stop it? Did you stop the Audacity, did you?
That's what stopped, you
Okay,
fuck.
then just continue, it's fine.
Do you not think I'm trying?
Don't lose it. Whatever you do, don't lose it. Bring a pause. Did you actually pause it? Okay, we're back. Alright, cool. Let's continue where we left off. Paulinho for Fulham. DM. For me, top 5 DMs in the league right now.
He's a very good destroyer. He's got a limited passing range. I'm sure he'll move on to a bigger club, but he's not young. He's 27 now. I don't really.
I think if he was going to leave this season, I could potentially see him at the likes of a Spurs.
No.
No? If he was going to go to top 6 club next season, would he?
He's not going to a top 6 club.
I said if he was.
He's not.
Okay.
What do you mean if he was? He's not.
Fantastic.
Maybe Newcastle, but he's too old and not good enough for top 6 club.
Really? I think he is.
For who? Would you take him?
I would take him, not to start, but I would take him as a squad player, 100%.
I don't see. Maybe United.
Okay, if you look, okay, is he better than like Calvin Phillips?
No, I don't think so.
You think Calvin Phillips is better? Oh, come on, man.
Calvin Phillips has a much better passing range and everything else.
Okay.
He just does.
Let's keep it going. Further up the table, we have Brighton players. We've got a few of them in here actually. Three of them, yeah. Alexis McAllister, World Cup winner.
Yep.
Touted to be going to a top 6 club potentially. Mm-hmm. I think Chelsea or anything. I think United. Yeah, Liverpool is the one who's been strongly put. Sorry, because unfortunately they've pulled out of the race for a certain Mr. Bellingham. Mm-hmm. Can't afford him. So they have to turn their attention. And
it makes sense not to look for Bellingham.
I think it will just cash them up for the transfer window, really.
What?
I think Liverpool.
Yeah.
If they were to go for Bellingham, I think that's it.
The thing is, they need a lot of players, and there's no point spending all of that on one.
Alexis McAllister is a player that would be a good addition to the midfield, which is shocking. What about him is a
good all-round player. Work rate high. Has a good passing range. Defensively good. He's good penalty taker. So maybe if he went to Liverpool, competition for Salah, who's missed 2 in a row. Yeah, it just depends on his price.
Solly March. I think a similar-esque kind of player. A good set-piece taker as well, mind you.
He's been playing out wide for Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good player, but I don't think he'll move on.
Matoma. Stand out.
Yep.
Stand out player. I think he's been... I love his dribbling, man. I really like his dribbling. One of the best. And he's been getting goals. 3 million. 3 million. Whoever's the scout of Brighton, honestly. Plaudits. And he also that where is he from? Paraguayan. That's I can't remember his name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
For Brighton. That he scored last week. I can't remember his name. But yeah, the scouts are really good. But Mitoma, what do you think?
He's been good. I'm surprised how actually old he is, to be honest.
Like 20.
He's 24.
Yeah. So he's reaching his prime.
He's not young. It'll be interesting to see how good he can become. I don't think anyone big is going to go in for him.
Julio Enciso, that was his name. Ring a bell?
I don't know. But yeah.
Okay. Going up, we have who's up next?
Casemiro.
No.
Rodrigo.
No. It's Spurs. Spurs are next. Spurs are higher up.
That's what I just said.
Oh, Bentancur. Okay, let's go through it. Rodrigo Bentancur.
Yeah.
Wasn't actually a good player at Juve from the Juve fans that I know. Didn't really.
He was good before Juve.
Yeah, but then he went Juve. It didn't really work out for him. So the assumptions were made he's not going to perform as well at Spurs. Not bad.
Yeah, he's a good little player. I think he works decently with Højbjerg, but with that 3-4-3 system, with just the two of them, it doesn't really
Doesn't
work.
Speaking of whom,
because-
Højbjerg is also in this list. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
He's a good player.
He's a good player, but not enough to be in a nominee because of a reason I'll mention in a bit.
Yeah, both of them, they've been let down because there's no creativity in that side. And
There isn't, surprisingly. Like, I think right now in the team they have, the only creative player would be, if they're on form, would be Son.
It's Kulusevski, but
He's completely dropped off.
Yeah.
Even when he was fit, he didn't really perform as well as he did last season. Remember the talk was Kulu or Saka, and there were so many people on Kulu's back saying it's him. He's better than Saka. He was only here for 6 months and he performed better. I was like, come on, man. And above them we have United player in Casemiro.
Deservedly, he's
missed a lot of games though in the league.
Yeah,
He's missed
through
almost
suspension
a quarter of the Premier League games, close to.
Yeah.
Through just poor discipline, 2 yellow cards. I want to talk about that. Isn't that not detriment to your game when you got to be smart? One game before playing Arsenal, you're on 4 yellow cards. Don't be stupid.
Absolutely.
Don't get a yellow card. He was rash against Zaha, got the yellow card. It was a big talking point as well. Missed the game. I don't know if it's the reason we beat them, but it's a factor. It contributes to it. He got a red card for choking someone. Doesn't matter how hard you do it. As soon as you put your hands on someone's neck, that's it. You've made the case.
Yep.
Jack has done the same thing, and you got a red card for it. And the other red card, it's not coming to my head, but in such a short space of time, you did all 3 incidents.
Like back to back to back.
Yeah.
It is. It's poor, especially from an experienced player like him. To miss 9 games through suspension is there's no excuse for it. But he deserves to be on it. When he has been playing, he's been class. He's come up with some clutch goals. He's a great destroyer, and his passing range has been very underrated, to be honest. So yeah, he deserves to be on the list. I think second best DM for me.
Interesting. Let's go up the table even more. Manchester City. City. I missed Newcastle. I went the wrong way. Sorry. There's one Newcastle player in here, and that's Bruno Guimaraes.
Yep.
Good player.
He's a very good player.
Had a good. Did he had a good World Cup, didn't he? That's Paqueta.
He can do everything.
Someone we were in for chose not to get him. I think last year, had we got him in January, I think it would have gotten us the top 4 because Partey was out for a long period of time.
He can play deep line playmaker for Newcastle, but I think he does offer a lot going forward also.
He does.
So they should probably
He
get
does
a
goals to his game as well.
DM.
Yeah.
But he's a great number 8. No weakness. He's been class for them, and as Newcastle's first proper marquee signing, you can't really ask for much more, can you?
I agree. Growing up, City, 2 players have been nominated. Kevin De Bruyne first, the best midfielder in the league for me, just in general. I think he's the best. What, did I miss somebody? Oh, you just.
I was seeing if someone was counted as an attacker, but he's not the best midfielder. Okay, fine, he's the best, but he's not being the best this season.
No, yeah, but in general,
yeah,
he's
fine,
the best
fine.
midfielder. That's my talking point. What can I say? Do you think the likes of Haaland has improved his game? When you have someone like him up front who's going to win anything you give him anything, he'll put it away for you.
Yeah, but again, De Bruyne has had a bit of a slow period.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Is it just one of those?
Yeah, it's one of those that happens.
Yeah.
Especially considering how many goals Haaland has got, he could have got so many more assists.
So many assists, yeah. Imagine.
He's class. There's no real need to talk about him. We know who he is.
Then the other one is Man City, a Man City player, and that being Rodri.
Yeah, again, the best DM in the league. He's so good defensively, passing range unrivaled, and he's coming up with some big goals recently.
He has. That goal against you. What a goal. Weak foot as well, mind you.
As soon as he cut it onto his left, I'm like, it's
Nah.
got to go in.
Really? I
Yeah.
said no. You're stupid. What are you doing? You're a DM on your weak foot. Why?
No,
are you doing
I
this?
don't know. I have this like sixth sense of, see, I'm like, that's gonna be a goal, and
Not even know you were saving that, man. That was top end.
Yeah.
Perfectly placed. Final player in the list is an Arsenal player. One Arsenal player, which I think is an absolute travesty, but we'll come to it. Martin Odegaard.
yes.
I love him. Work rate, superb. The first man to always press and put the other team under pressure. Dribbling, really good. Technical ability, fantastic. More goals to his game this season. Really good at picking up passes.
He's stepped
Good
up a
vision.
lot.
Stepped up so
Definitely.
much this season. Link up play, really good. Defensively, really good as well. He comes back and puts a shift in.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we got him. I'm really glad we signed him off.
I'm really
million as
happy
well.
he's done well for himself.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
His career was in danger of stagnating, and yeah,
He made the right decision
revitalised.
for his career. He
Yeah.
could have easily decided, I'm going to stay at Madrid, like Ceballos has decided, I'm going to stay there despite not me going to be playing a lot of games, not me starting many games.
No, he's
He
done well for
decided, I
himself.
want
I'm
to
happy
play
for him.
football. And yeah, I think he's made a really, well, so far it's been a really good decision, hasn't it? Quickly, before we give our final three, I forgot to ask your honourable mention for defender. And honourable mention, one, just one. Allow just one. I have one. What's your one?
Nathan Ake.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Why so?
Best left back in the league.
I think so too. I really do. I think he's also the only defender to have stopped Saka this season. Saka couldn't do anything. Ake knew
He's been
everything.
class. He's
He's
so
he's
good.
been City's best defender this season. as
Yeah,
well.
I agree.
Really good. I'm so glad he's injured right now. I'm hoping he's not going to be ready because it gives Saka a chance. If Ake was there, Saka has. I'm sorry, I don't think he has a chance. I don't know how much he'd have to improve. For me, it's Ben White. I think if you weren't going to put Trippier, I think Ben White gets in at right back. He's been
I agree.
really good offensively as well. He's had a couple goals to his game as well. Because remember, Zinchenko would always go into midfield and it would effectively have a back three.
Yeah.
And he's done that role really well. I have nothing much to, and he's gone up against players who you'd think would beat him, like Zaha. Yeah, sorted, no problem. Did very well. And he effectively took out Tomiyasu from that role as well.
Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah. Honourable mention midfielder, just one.
Probably Xhaka.
Yeah?
Probably.
Amazing. I was going to say that because I thought you were going to say something else, but I'm going to say what you should have said.
What?
Thomas Partey is not in this list.
I thought about saying that, but then I
I
remembered
can't
he is,
believe the likes of Højbjerg is here.
But
Bentancur
you got to remember,
is
he
here.
is a sexual offender,
Oh,
so
we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
So-
Cut that out. We're not putting this
Yeah.
in. We can't get into that. No one's talking about this. We're not going to be there on that podcast. I'm upset that he's not in here. He's been our. He has been our. I'd say Odegaard has been, but Thomas Partey isn't that far off of being our best midfielder in this league.
yeah, he's been good.
He stepped up this season as well. I remember not too long ago you said he doesn't offer anything. Remember, you were arguing the case that he's just there. He doesn't do anything as a midfielder. No progression, no progressive passing.
Yeah, he's improved it a lot.
He's stepped it up. Passing range, incredible. Really able to beat the lines, and he's showing his strength as well. His boarding plays, and he's press resistant. He's not allowing.
I didn't
plays.
think he could play in a single pivot, but he's done it.
He's not allowing anyone to press him, and he's able to beat it, get round it, and start off attacks really well. It really hurts me that he's not on here. It does shock me.
The list is fucked. but
Xhaka as well. I think he's the most improved player this season in the league.
Potentially, yeah.
The most improved.
Maybe Mings, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I think. Should I already mention him? For the honourable
I
mention?
thought about
Yeah.
it, but then I'm like, nah, okay, he's been elite.
But yeah, with Xhaka, more goals as well. Box to box, he's changed the role. Arteta has given him a new role in this team, and it's been effective.
It's what he should have always had.
Wenger, for whatever reason, Wenger himself said that Xhaka is a box to box, and he's really good at doing it, but decided not to give him that.
Honestly,
role.
it doesn't
didn't make sense. I don't get it.
Honestly.
Emery couldn't get the best out of him. Ljungberg had a short role, so I'm not going to give him anything. And Arteta's done it. I'm keeping you here. I'm not letting you go to. I think Roma was the team he was out to go.
Roma.
Keeping you here. I've got a role for you, and you're going to thrive. Xhaka took it. I'm so happy for him.
He's done
The
well.
best redemption arc. And if we do win the league this season, I kind of want him to go because that's the perfect story.
Yeah.
It's the perfect story for you, man. I wish nothing but the best for him going forward. On to the attackers now. Wait, we haven't agreed on our three. We need to agree on our three midfielders.
Rodri in.
Yeah?
He has to go in.
Rodri. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you.
Odegaard in.
Yep. 100% agree. And your third one? Who you stuck on? Let me see if I can help you out.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Really? Okay.
Or
Yeah.
Bruyne.
Those two.
I wouldn't even be
Okay,
able to put Matoma
think
in
about individual. Huh?
I would
Matoma,
be-
yeah, Matoma was on my head as well. If you're going about individual quality, right? De Bruyne has really good players around him, and this, well, the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, quality-wise, a lot less. But Guimaraes has been showing what he can do.
Yeah.
I would put De Bruyne in personally. I can't leave him out.
Even over Matoma.
I would.
Alright,
I just can't see a way you can put Matoma over De Bruyne.
That's
really.
fine,
I just can't.
Alright.
I love Matoma.
So we got.
You know, I love my
Odegaard,
East Asians, man, but I just can't.
and Rodri.
We've given our honourable mentions, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the attackers now. Finally, let's go from the bottom up again. A player I don't understand.
We're not talking
and
about him. I don't know why the fuck he's in here. It's ridiculous. What the fuck is he doing on this list?
This is Kai Havertz from Chelsea. I don't understand.
I move on. We're not talking about him. It's
can't.
ridiculous.
Oh wait, try and give a reason why.
I can't.
Any reason why they thought he should be in it?
They clearly made a mistake.
You think?
Yeah.
can't
I don't know.
confuse him, man. I don't know why he's here.
It's stupid. It's horrendous.
I don't get it. Only Thiago Silva is the only Chelsea player that can be justified being here. No other player gets in from their team. I'm sorry, you can't be.
It's
You
ridiculous.
can't be in the bottom half, spend that much money, and have this shit in your team. It doesn't make sense. Let's go up a position. No, many more positions.
No,
above.
listen, hold on. I'm just gonna rattle off a few names from this list that we're not even gonna talk about. We're just gonna get rid of them.
You wanna do that? No, we should just say no. With each one, we should give a reason why we think they put them in.
Alright, Nunes.
Darwin Núñez for Liverpool.
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing here?
I think a lot of Liverpool fans will say that's really harsh because for a player,
I'm not saying he's a flop. I'm saying he is not on. He should not be on the list.
How many they've put in? I think 15, 10, no, 10, 12, 12 players. If they had a 12 nominees list, right? If they had to have that many players in, would you not put Darwin
No,
Núñez in?
no, absolutely not. How can you? The likes of Ivan Toney's not on the list.
So we'll come to it. Don't worry about honorable mentions. We'll come to these players.
Okay,
Don't mention
Nunes.
that, yeah. Okay, so
Fine.
you're taking out Havertz, Núñez. I think he's a good player. I think he will become amazing. for
Yeah,
Liverpool.
but he shouldn't be on this list this season. Okay,
Okay.
next, Almiron. He had a
He has been injured for a lot.
Okay.
Do you not understand why? He was at one point the best winger in the league.
I never
He
thought
did
was.
really well.
Yeah, he was
He was
getting
goals.
goals.
He was
but
killing me for the FFPL, man. I loved him in my team. Killing it.
He has not scored. He scored, I think, 1 goal in 2023.
Injuries, man.
It's not.
He's
He's
only
been playing.
just come back now.
He's been playing.
Has he?
Yes.
I think that's how
It's ridiculous. He's on this list. He went through
I
a
don't
purple
think
patch.
I don't
that's
think it's
it.
ridiculous he's in this list.
Salah should not be on this.
I think he should. I think that's a bad take.
I think
I think he should
Why?
be. He's now got over 12 goals this season with 7+ assists.
fantastic.
He's
Right.
one of the reasons that Liverpool are fighting for a European spot. Name me another attacker who's done as good as him.
None of the team.
Who's been the best attacker for Liverpool
It
this
doesn't
season?
matter who's been the
Who's
best.
been the best attacker? It's Salah. Salah's been the best. He's not been where he has been
Okay,
usually.
even
But
if
for an av-
he's
for an
been the
average-
best,
For an average to good attacker, he's been in that range this season.
so that makes him
A nominee, yeah.
How did that make him a nominee?
He is a nominee for me. I would put Salah.
How? How
Liverpool
can
fans
he
roast him? Grill him, please.
How
Let
can
him
he
know.
be a nominee? It doesn't make sense.
Salah deserves to be in.
Why? For what? For 12 goals?
No, he's also contributed so much to this team.
No, he's done fuck all for the team. The team has done fuck all. He should not be on this list.
I think he should. But do you think no Liverpool player deserves to be on this list?
Correct. Maybe Alisson, that's it.
Damn. I put Salah on the list. Okay. Anyone else?
Those are only two.
Can
goals.
I ask you then something interesting?
Right.
Let's start. Okay, let's start with the list. And I'm going to start off with Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
Why does Marcus Rashford deserve to be in it but not Salah?
He has improved tenfold under Ten Hag, especially from last season.
So it's about improvement. That's why he's on it.
It's about how you performed this season. Rashford's been markedly better.
No, I wouldn't say.
Yes.
Okay, I know this. This is from what I've seen. This is my eye test, right? From the eye test, Rashford hasn't done much pre-World Cup. Yeah.
He was fine.
He was fine. Yeah. Post-World Cup, incredible.
Yes.
Incredible, right? The last 4 or 5 games, nothing. He has not done much to.
He's been quiet. Yeah.
He's been very quiet. Salah has been doing this all season.
He's been doing nothing all season.
Okay, I know people don't like to say that goals and assists is the only argument. No, there's a lot more to that than to football. To an individual quality player, you add more to your game: progression, passes, shots on, team player, all that stuff. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's got more goals. I think it's equal now. No, just like one under. More assists than him.
They've both got 15 goals. Salah's got 7 assists. Rashford's got 4, but.
He's contributed more to the team.
Salah's played more minutes.
Salah's played more minutes, okay.
United have no attacking threat without Rashford.
Yep. That's one thing I'll definitely agree on. When it comes, just isolate Marcus Rashford from Salah. He has been very much improved, I agree. I think if he were played in the World Cup over Sterling, I think it was, he was correct Sterling, I think, who knows, man. I think we get to the final.
Potentially, yeah.
I think we get to the final. If this informed Rashford was there, boy, it would have been a different story. You've seen now that Rashford is off form, how badly United are right now. Okay, I know you can say also Varane and Martinez, but their issue wasn't goals, conceding, it was scoring goals. And they have a +9 goal difference because they just can't score goals. They got rid of Ronaldo, one records, terrible decision.
No, it wasn't.
I think it was. I think it's showing that it was.
How?
Okay, if you decided to keep Ronaldo.
Yeah. If he's disrupting the team, then it's your decision.
No. Let's say that wasn't the reason. That's the reason he went, right? Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
The reason why, because Ten Hag felt he's disrupting the team. He's not listening to what I want. You're moaning, complaining, da 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 da. If we're talking about quality of the player, different story.
Of course,
he does much more than Weghorst could do.
But
and I don't think we'll be talking that much about Marcus Rashford.
I think in style of play, he doesn't fit the team at all as well.
Ronaldo, I mean, last season he killed it.
Last season was not 10 hard.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Last season, Ronaldo does not move anymore. People got to see that. He's becoming more and more immobile.
I know it's the Saudi league. I know the quality isn't the same, but he's still.
He's
moving.
not. If you look at his dribbling, it's not good in that league either. His dribble success rate is poor. That's just one aspect. But he does no work for the team. If that's style, then that's fine. But he does not fit United at all. And it was the correct decision to get rid of him. Without Weghorst,
I personally don't think.
Look, he's not got the quality, but he helps the team.
Has he?
It will, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
United fans will disagree with you that one.
I don't think they will. Weghorst has been better than Ronaldo would have been.
Oh, I'm gonna ask around for that one. Let's keep it going. We've talked about Liverpool.
Watkins.
We've talked about going because we need to go from the bottom up. Yeah, the next one is Watkins, Aston Villa, who are currently in 6th place.
Yes.
I would like them to get European football purely because I like Emery. He's come out, man. Ollie Watkins, informed striker right now.
He's been class.
Emery has found something in him that we always knew was there, but for whatever reason it wasn't coming out. Gerrard couldn't get it out of him. Now
no one could.
No one could.
A barn door.
Emery has come in and he's revitalised this team, and Ollie Watkins is scoring goals.
Yep.
Found his pace again, I think. He's found his strength.
Ollie Watkins has said like before, he was running everywhere for the team. He was chasing like long balls into the corner flag, all that stuff. Whereas Emery has told him he's not allowed to go outside the width of the box. So he's using his pace and energy as a whole a lot more efficiently, let's say. Will speed up.
I'm happy for him, man. I think he's
really well, it's about time he's hitting goals, but
moving up, we talked about Miguel. Spurs, there's only one forward this season who has been performing for Spurs, and you just mentioned his name,
player?
Harry Kane.
Yeah.
I've said it for a while now. I think he's the league's best striker in terms of all-round ability.
Yeah.
You agree?
All round, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Great. Yeah. Okay. 20 plus goals yet again for Spurs. He is the reason they are where they are now, because if it wasn't him, they'd be a lot lower. Because the likes of Son and Kulu have not stepped up, they haven't been what they're doing.
Agreed.
I like Harry Kane. I know he's Spurs. I'm a big fan of him. And I do want him to go to Bayern. I do, because I want him to win something. I think he deserves it.
Like, we'll have him for 3 seasons, maybe let Matthias Tell learn under him. That's fine for me. After 3 years, he's fucked. Kane's going to age poorly.
You think?
Yeah.
And is that because you say he's immobile?
That's part of it, yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be easier to be an immobile player in the Bundesliga than Premier League player? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so.
Like, if you're an immobile player, you'd be better suited to you in the Premier League than in the Bundesliga.
No, I disagree.
Yeah?
I think you run more in the Bundesliga.
Okay.
Because of how transitional the Bundesliga is in football, you're going to have to keep running. That's why Haaland has so much joy, because he could just run into space. Whereas Harry Kane cannot run.
Did you get annoyed when he shushed you, by the way?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on up the field, we've United. We talked about Rashford. My laptop has died. That's okay. I managed to take a picture.
I've got it here. So we'll talk about City is next.
City is next. So
Mahrez.
Let's go Mahrez first. Riyad Mahrez. I think there was a period where he was really good. Do you remember? He was adding a lot more goals. He was beating players for fun.
Yeah.
Recently, he has dropped off though.
Yeah.
Is that because of rotation? Or is that just him as a player? This happens to everyone.
Probably a bit of both, to be honest. Yeah. The team are finding Grealish a lot more now as well.
Because if you don't have Riyad Mahrez on the right, you'd happily put Bernardo Silva there, and he would do as good a job.
That's who he's been playing recently.
Yeah, exactly. I think the only reason Bernardo Silva isn't here is because longevity. Riyad Mahrez had that time when Bernardo Silva could have had but didn't.
Yeah.
And Mahrez has proven his worth. A 30-plus-year-old still killing it on the wing as well. It's quite rare to see that. The other City player was
Grealish.
Now,
Super Jack.
Before the World Cup, the question was there: is he worth 100 million? Because he was not only not playing. Phil Foden has taken his spot, and when he was playing, he isn't performing like he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Post World Cup, you've seen how good he really is. He's showing his Villa form.
Yeah.
And I like it. I love Jack. I'm a big fan of Jack. He annihilated us at the Emirates. He really did. He really gave it to us. Go on. Your boy.
Jack's been phenomenal. Finally, not might have the best output. He's got 5 goals, 6 assists, which isn't bad. People are going to say it's shit because of his price tag, but that's not what he's in the team to do. He's in the team for his ball carrying ability and his progression and his creativity as a whole. And you can't fault him on that. He has got. He's consistently finding himself in good positions, receiving.
What's made him come find this form? Do you think? Do you think it's Pep, or do you think it just took time?
It just takes time, because all wingers under Pep, it takes time. There's not been a single one that's been quick under Pep.
Sane?
That still took a bit of time.
Really?
Yeah.
Sterling?
I think still that took a bit of time as well.
Maybe
not as long. No, even Mahrez took time. Bernardo Silva took time when he came in. Ferran Torres, all of them take time.
Yeah.
But he receives 13.6 progressive passes per 90, which is top 3%. What else? He progressive carries 6.5 per game, top 2%.
Super.
For attack midfielders and wingers.
That's really good.
Yeah, he's elite.
That's
Create 5 shot creating actions per 90, top 9%. Take ons 2.2 per game.
My laptop died, by the way, which means my thing ain't working.
I think mine's picking it up.
It's picking up, and we're good. Then I'll just keep it here.
But look, he's even pass completion 85%. For an attacking midfielder, that is elite. He's in the top 4% for people in his position.
Fantastic.
Considering he's playing dangerous balls and all of that, yeah, class. Even his defensive work rate, we've seen it recently. He's chasing back and cutting out so many different opportunities. Like he against Bayern, he took out Pavard and Coman. Even against Villa that time, he's tracking back so well. He's upped his game, and I'm so happy for him. Yeah. And the last City player we don't need to
The
talk about.
last City player is Erling Haaland, a monster, a machine. He's gonna. Do you think he could? Where are we now? 31, 32 games played.
He's made 30.
He's now got 31 goals.
He's got 32 goals.
32 goals. He's gonna beat Salah's record. of
Well,
32.
Salah's is 32, yeah.
I think he will beat it. I don't know, what else can you say about him? He's a king.
I hope he gets to the 40 goal mark.
Yeah, I think he will. I mean,
He needs 8 and 8.
he'll get it. I have no doubt about it. He'll get it. He'll break even more records and he'll keep doing his thing. Okay, screw it. We'll keep moving on.
Yeah.
Finally, the Arsenal players. 2 wingers who have really gone up another level this year and have been superb for us. Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. Starboy and Brazilian Samba baby Gabriel Martinelli.
Saka's been elite. What is there to say? He's so good.
He's also done some more things to his game. For example, having a go outside the area like he did against United, which I didn't think he had it in him, but he can do it. I'd love to see more of that. Cut inside and have a go. The likes of Robin did that all the time. Salah does it all the time. With Martinelli, pace, dribbling, tenacity, fighter.
Yeah.
He's a pest. Everyone hates playing up against those players. I hate it. As someone who likes to play defensively, I hate it when if I take the ball off you, it's like he took it personally. Like I chose Vines because I decided to take that ball off you, and he's going to run you down, take it back, and start an attack. He doesn't run out of energy. He doesn't run out of stamina. That's what you love in it. Even the coaching staff, you saw on the All or Nothing documentaries, I love him.
Yeah.
I love this player. He's exactly what you need.
He's been good, but you can't fault either of them. It'll be just fun to see how they progress as they age.
And yeah, exactly. They haven't even reached their prime yet. They have such a high ceiling, the pair of them, and they will only get better.
Yeah.
We just need if Jesus stays fit, I think we could see something amazing next season. And hopefully get an alternative role of a striker.
Yeah.
Alright, so before we get into I think that was everyone.
Yeah.
We've mentioned everyone. Before we get into our final 3, honourable mention. And you can't say Ivan Toney.
Why not?
That's too easy, bro.
Honourable mention for a forward. You say yours one, I think.
Who is my honourable mention now? I've really forgotten now. Who is it?
Wasn't it Mitrovic?
Yeah, it was.
You talk about him, let me think.
Mitrovic. Despite his disciplinary issues, I know he has an 8-match ban, which I think was excessive, personally.
I don't. You can't touch a referee.
I hate that word so much.
Yeah,
When a referee elbows you in the face, no problem. We're just going to write it off. You know what? We'll just be suspended for 1 game. That's enough. Double standards, man. It sucks. But Mitrovic in itself, I said it before. I wanted Mitrovic. Before Fulham got promoted, I told you, I would love Mitrovic to come in because of the style of striker he is. It's different role to the likes of Jesus. You're taller, you're stronger, you're more aggressive. You're gonna. Defenders will hate to play against you. If you're a defender, you hate that kind of striker. Aggressive, he's gonna be in your face. He's gonna cause you all sorts of problems, like a Diego Costa-esque kind of striker. And he had last season. You saw, he broke the record in the championship, scoring the most goals. I think 50 plus. Yeah, that's really good for a championship player as well. He's come in this season. He's performed really well. Had he not had the suspension, I think he could have touched the 20 goal mark. Yeah, you agree?
He could have. I don't think he would have got
Could
it.
have. I think he had the potential to touch it because Fulham's form has been a bit off this season. Not this season. The last few games you haven't seen them doing what they normally do. Yeah, he's my pick. He's my nomination. You see, it's tough if you can't say Ivan Toney. Told you it was going to be too easy.
I'm saying Ivan Toney. There's literally no one else.
You got to pick someone else.
There's no one else.
Okay, let's go through the teams.
I'm going through it. Arsenal done, City done, United done, Newcastle done, Tottenham done, Villa done, Brighton done.
Isak he's been injured majority.
Liverpool done.
Who was there for
Callum
me?
Wilson.
Callum Wilson, that was it.
Brentford we've done, Fulham we've done, Chelsea no one, Palace no one, Wolves no one, Bournemouth no one. Fine, okay, I'm taking Philip Billing, yeah, fine, sure.
I did that, I told you. So I said don't
It
say
is
Ivan
Toney
Toney.
though.
It was going to be a tough one.
It's true,
Do you know, this is what I think the likes of Kai Havertz has made the list. If they had to make a short list of, I haven't written the number. I think it's 12 players.
Yeah, 12.
I think this is 12.
There's 12.
If you had to make a short list, okay, you didn't add Ivan Toney in here. Who else would you have put ahead of the likes of Kai Havertz without Darwin Núñez? This is my argument.
Mitrovic,
Yeah.
Phil Billing.
Not in. I don't think so.
How can you not put him ahead of Havertz?
I think he's biased. I think you're gonna. You're always gonna put a top six player. It sucks.
Oh my
it sucks.
fuck.
It's not my reasoning. I blame EA. This is what they do. Anyway, let's get to our final three and end this fucking video.
Haaland is in.
Haaland is in, no question. Okay, hear me. I'm doing it forwards.
Yeah, 3 and 8.
3 forwards. So for me, unbiased, it's Haaland, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka. If you want to do position-wise, we'll come to an agreement. If you're going to do position-wise, then it's Haaland, Martinelli, Saka.
Okay, so we agree on Haaland and Saka. The last one is where we differ.
You're going to put Grealish in.
It's either Kane or Grealish.
You got to put Kane, man. You have to.
Okay.
You have to put Kane.
I refuse to have.
For being around a shit team as well, as bad, Spurs have been poor this season. Yet he's still getting over 20 goals.
However, I refuse to have Martinelli over Grealish.
Like I said, I'm talking about the longevity, the whole season. You agree with me as well.
Okay.
Pre-World Cup,
yes,
Grealish
but-
wasn't around and he wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
Pre-World Cup, Martinelli was still killing it, and even now he's killing it.
He was killing it in August and September. November he was doing nothing. December he was doing nothing.
World Cup to go to December. There's only 3 games played in December.
Okay, even January, man. It's only the last since what? Since March he's Martinelli banged again, but between it was quiet. So if you look at it, Martinelli's been hot for about 3 months of the season.
That's harsh. That's really harsh.
Well, he did nothing in November.
I think that's really harsh.
And Grealish has been hot since January, so what, 4 months? So it's the same.
I would put Martinelli personally. I
But
get
yeah,
what
fine.
we're
Kane,
saying.
Haaland,
Yeah.
Saka then.
Okay, let's go through the list finally.
So we got Pope,
Got Pope in goal and a back 4 of
Trippier,
Yep.
Zinchenko,
Yep.
Gabriel,
Botman and Gabriel.
Botman,
Mm-hmm.
Odegaard, De Bruyne, Rodri,
Yep.
Haaland, Kane, Saka.
Do you think many people would disagree? I think United fans will dispute Casemiro and Rashford.
Yeah.
I think they'd say take out Kane, put in Rashford, take out Rodri, put Casemiro.
Maybe the goalkeeper as well.
I think they'd also have a case for Martinez, which I'm sorry, I'm not putting Martinez in here. You can't have a +9 goal difference at this stage of the season and put a defender in there. I can't. You can't be a part of a team that lost 7-0 and be part of a team. I'm sorry, I can't do
No,
it.
you can't. It's one-off result.
I know it's a one-off result, but it's one of those that's going to remain in the memory of all football fans for a long time. I still remember the 8-2. I still remember the 10-2s. I remember the 6-0s. Everyone does. You don't forget these games. You never will. And unfortunately, that will somewhat define that season of yours.
Perhaps.
It's just how football fans think and how they work. Psychology thing, man. This is what they do.
Yeah. Who's your manager this season? They just.
That's a good question. Manager. Right now, you'd say Arteta.
Okay.
You'd say Arteta. If we're talking outside the top 4, I would.
As on top 4, it's Emery.
No. Oh, wait. Outside the top 4 is Emery. Yeah, I would dispute that. I think okay. Let's put nominees. Let's put five nominees. Arteta, Pep, Eddie Howe, Emery.
The last one, De Zerbi.
Yeah, I agree. Would you put a case in for Ten Hag?
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be better than any of those 5 we said.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So who's your manager? Give me one. Right now.
Probably Arteta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Arteta's manager this season. Yeah. All right, cool. I think that wraps it up. Doesn't it?
Sorted.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a bit of a long one, but I think we managed to talk a lot about the EA's team of the season. We'll probably give our
The list is stupid, by the way. What a stupid
it
list.
was the hot time to talk about it, so hope you enjoyed it. We still got some more team of the season, albeit we decided that we're going to put the other 4 out of the 5 European leagues into one team of the season episode, so as to not talk too much about it and just keep it simple and concise, just for you guys. Any last words?
Nope.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for watching. Keep leaving comments. Give him more hate. Stop shitting on me. Why is it turned on me? What did I do to you? Thank you again for watching. Subscribe and like the video, and see you in the next episode.
Subscribe.
Peace. It picked up my shit, right? Yeah. I'm just hoping when I turn this on, it just saved where we left off.
It would have.
And then I'll send you that, and then we can.
Hey, pick up yours anyway.
Yeah,
Fine.
come.
What's the time?
It is now 4:20. It starts coming at 5.